Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's very interesting conversation with these two lovely environmentalists, Medha Tai, that's how I've known her, but it's Dr. Medha Tadpatrikar and Shirish Partare, the chairman and director of Rudra Environment Solutions Limited. Sir and ma'am, we are really happy and privileged to have you today with us at Sustain and Save. To begin with, I would just talk a little bit about Sustain and Save, and then we have this young change maker, Achut, who will actually be taking your interview. So, Sustain and Save is a one stop solution for sustainability by Indians for the world. We believe in two parts, the corporate impact and the social impact. In the corporate impact, we have products, green products and green services. So all the companies like you who are into doing anything which is related to sustainability under one roof. And in the corporate impact, we're going to talk about inspiring stories of people like you, environmentalists, and also sustainable initiatives.
Thank you so much, Ankita ma'am. So, good evening, everyone. So today we have with us Dr. Medha Tadpatrikar ma'am and Mr. Shirish Partare sir. They both are very enthusiastic environmentalists. So I will just brief a little about how this organization started. So they both established Rudra Environmental Solution in 2009. So they set up a basic trial plant in Pune near Jejuri in 2009. So the capacity of that plant was only 50 kilograms of plastic waste, and only in 2016 they set up a third plant which had a capacity of 500 kilograms of plastic waste. So that's pretty huge. So their efforts have helped collection of more than 1,000 tons. I'm going to repeat it: more than 1,000 tons of plastic waste which was otherwise headed to landfill. So what made you think, or what inspired you to go into recycling plastic?
Okay. So actually, when we said about environmental, accidental environmentalism, that's how it started. He being an avid photographer, we had gone to visit one of the wildlife sanctuaries, and one day they told us that you can't go one side because a deer has been killed. And you always have this thing about, what's the reason? Was it the tiger or was it something else? A couple of days later, we found out that it's because in the postmortem they found they have plastic bags inside the stomach of this deer. And it's like we came back and we used to think somebody should do something about it. Somebody should do something about it. And one day we realized that somebody has to be us. And that's how we started. And we had no idea about what plastic was, what it is made from, how long it stays in our environment.
How did you find this technology? Like, I was really curious to know, like, how one can, find this technology, how one can gather so many people and, work with them. So just, can you share what challenges you faced and what kind of things you experienced?
As Medha told you, that when we discuss with the polymer engineers, chemical engineers, we also discuss with some instrumentation engineer and mechanical engineers. So what we can do about plastic or how we can process on plastic. But nobody is that much interested, because they told us that leave the subject. Nobody is doing anything on that, because we were in 2009. So at that time, nobody was aware regarding the dispose of plastic and everything. So we decided to try on ourselves. We put a tube on pressure cooker where that whistle comes. That is we put a tube, and then again we put plastic in pressure cooker. But what we have done at that time, we put that tube in a bottle of water filled with. So we put that tube and then we start heating the plastic again. So nothing had happened, like no fire, but we found that something is flowing on the water, and the color of that material was dark brown. So we decided to take trial. We took that material outside, we put it on a cloth, and that started.
Oh, wow.
And then that's how we came to, but then it was like we had no idea how to build a bigger machine, because when we tasted this black thing, we realized that it is hydrocarbons, and they are similar to our diesel and petrol. So he has the idea that let's build a machine, big machine. So that's how we built. We had there was nothing that the way it should be. So literally we built a bigger pressure cooker, and that's how we started converting waste plastic into fuel. So this is how it looks, something like this.
Oh wow, okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So
it looks like kerosene. It's called,
yeah, it's a mixture of all the hydrocarbons.
All the hydrocarbons.
Right. So I
Rather than kerosene, it is like a diesel and petrol.
okay, that's amazing. So I think you very summed it after 2 blasts that you had. You finally had that eureka moment where you actually
Yes.
got a polyfuel, which is amazing because those were your failures, those were your challenges, and then you found this lovely pressure cooker where you actually started making.
I will just move to my next question. So, Rudra Environmental Solution and Keshav Sita Foundation, they work together. So, can you please share how they go hand in hand?
See, basically it started again, it's like all accidents happen in life. When we started doing, Shirish being the cost accountant, he said, listen, we need to make sure that this technology works and is financially viable, because if it is not, it's no point going and we start promoting this technology. So one side we were actually working on our machine, converting it into fuel, and that's when we started talking to people that plastic is brilliant, but when it becomes waste, that's a problem. And we were just going around to the various areas, our lanes, whoever we used to meet, and one day somebody said to us that it's nice that you're coming and telling us about plastic waste, that we should segregate. We actually do segregate as a wet waste and dry waste, but somebody who comes to collect, she takes it and she mixes it together. So what's the use of it?
Right.
So again, we both sat down and we said, actually, it's right. We are just telling what to do. We are not actually giving them any solution. And we're just telling people that you need to do this and you need to do that. And that's when we called this gentleman and said, if you can keep it, we'll come and collect it from your house. So that's first 6 months we used to do. We used to go around Pune, collect waste plastic from various households. And, it became from a 1 day a month. Suddenly after 6 months, it became almost every day. And that's how, the tie-up actually came into, because we actually had this trust working on other things like I wouldn't say woman empowerment, because, woman upliftment, because we were teaching people how to do the negotiation, how to brand the product, how to market the product. And then, the trust came and it started working on collection of waste plastic, and it just went hand in hand, the relationship.
Wow.
So what we do, we collect plastic through Keshav Sita, then we transfer that plastic to our factory at Jejuri. We put all the plastic in a reactor. So the process is called as thermocatalytic depolymerization process, that is a TCD process. So we put catalyst, so that is why it is called a thermocatalytic depolymerization process, where we break a chain of polymers. So we put all the plastic in the reactor and then we close the chamber. Before closing chamber, we put plastic plus catalyst in the reactor. Then we start heating the reactor. There are different temperature applied to heat the reactor. There is a process where plastic melts at 165 degrees Celsius. So when we put all the plastic in the reactor, after 165 degrees Celsius, the plastic will start melting. Around 210 degrees Celsius, the gases will start coming out of the process. So we are collecting that gases in gas chamber, and we are using that gases to heat the reactor. Initially, we start heating the reactor with our own polyfuel. The fuel which is generated out of plastic, we start heating with polyfuel, and then after 270 degrees Celsius, oil will start coming out of the process. We heat the reactor up to 400 degrees Celsius. So up to 400 degrees Celsius, the fuel will come out of the process. If we put 100 kg of plastic, we will get minimum 50 to 70 liters of polyfuel. That is like a hydrocarbon, diesel, petrol, or kerosene grade. So around 20 to 30% gas will come out of the process. So around 20 to 25 kg gas will come out from 100 kg of plastic. Around 5 to 7 kg will be a moisture, and around 5 to 7 kg will be residue. So the remaining residue we are using in roads. We are mixing plastic in the roads. So that residue we are mixing along with bitumen and aggregate. So this is an end-to-end solution. So whatever plastic we put in the reactor, from zero garbage like thing. So there is nothing, and we are processing 100% on plastic.
Wow.
That's amazing. I think it's really good, ma'am. That's brilliant.
What is the turnover of the company?
I would tell you better than that, that we have just received the foreign funding. So
Wow.
I think that would give you an idea. And we have, around 20 to 22 people working here. Unfortunately, right now, a lot of them have gone to their home, and we are working with a, skeleton crew. We've just started working. Some of the plants have not started. And, this is something which, you were talking about 3 hours. So we say that we have added the 4th hour is the recover. So,
Lovely. Ma'am, that's an amazing one. I think that's brilliant.
so we can actually, can create a wealth, or we can recover something. So, not always the waste management or waste means, you're just working on something, because business has to be financially viable. As any sustainability also comes in finance of a business. But we are happy that we have partnered with this foreign company from Singapore. And we
That's
see
amazing news, ma'am.
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir, ma'am.
Actually, my next question would be like, how many plants are there in Maharashtra?
we have 3, but we have also sold few. So there are around 6 to 7 plants all across Maharashtra and India. We are also, just started working in other states as well.
Oh, amazing.
And manufacture. So we fabricate the plant, we design the plant, and then we are selling that plant. So
Brilliant.
we own 3 plants, but we sold 6 to 7 plants.
Amazing, yes.
That's just great. So I will move to the next part of the question. So the next part is rapid fire question. So my first question would be like, which quality of your co-founder you appreciate the most? Like, how do you guys complement each other?
Oh, we still fight. Don't it's not like we've been working together almost now 16 years through our various ventures, and we still fight, But I think what I admire about Shirish is he's very patient, and his whatever he does is a perfection. He would not do anything if it is not perfect. So I think that makes us all strive to do better, and he doesn't tolerate anything other than perfection. So it could be a good way as well as it could be a bad.
But I am tolerating madam. So, so that is the answer.
No, but what quality do you admire in me? That was a question, not tolerance.
Oh my God, that's a very yeah, I think being a perfectionist, you always need someone, but I'm sure y'all both have lovely qualities. That's why y'all are here. When two people complement, fights are necessary. That's how you become stronger, right? So it makes
No, we are fighting for perfection.
Oh wow, that's the answer. Yes, that's very
Yeah.
good.
because she's good in branding, she's good in marketing.
Yeah.
So qualities, both are having different qualities. So she can talk, she can give lectures. I'm not going anywhere because I'm stuck up with production activity. So I'm looking after laborers, I'm looking after drawings, designs, erection, fabrication. So we have distributed our work, and also I'm looking after accounts because that is the main thing. So
which I don't look into and which I'm not good at. So that's how we complement each other.
Amazing.
So, what is your 2030 goal?
By then we should be able to collect 203,000 metric tons of plastic and convert it. But in reality, we would like that we don't need to be in this business. That that's people don't need us. People will say, okay, we are not using that much plastic. We are using less plastic, or there is something else.
So my next question is, who is your role model?
I think we both feel that everybody who comes in our life teaches us. So rather than having a role model, we actually take something from each and every person we interact with.
State sustainability in one sentence, both of you.
I think we both believe that use but don't abuse. That's sustainability. That because we'll have to use it, but we have to make sure that we leave something for tomorrow and don't abuse it. So for us, sustainability just means that.
Wow, that's great. Thank you both of you for being here for this event. It was great talking to you, having conversation with you, getting all this information. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for inviting us. And see, today we are taking so much that young people like you guys want to do something on the environment. So this gives us a hope, and this gives us again, that if you guys are there, we can also need to do something better to leave the legacy. So we are thankful for all of you today, and we wish you good luck for your venture, and we would love to see you, we taking your interview in the near future to understand. So I hope that happens soon. So good luck to all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. That was really a very fun and interactive session. I think we all loved it, and your smiles are so nice. Very positive people, and that's what we all need in these tough times, and we all have to be positive and happy. I think thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming today.